It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Oh, yes, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? The weekend is here. TGIF. Thank God it is a Friday edition of the Geno Show. Oh, yeah, you made it. I know you didn't think you were going to make it. I don't know. Even though it was a short week, but I don't know. Wednesday, you were sweating, and then Thursday, you was like, oh, man, let me just hold out. One more day, I don't have to be bothered with my boss's ass until Monday. So we are here. It is the weekend. It is the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday. Now, Monday was Labor Day, but normally, unless I tell you otherwise, Monday through Friday, new start time. If you haven't seen this show, maybe you were on a summer hiatus, went on vacation. 7:30 p.m. Eastern now. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central. Shout out to Chicago, everybody on Central Time. Live in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, 4:30 p.m. Tell everybody, call to action now, call to action. Yes, it is so important we support black-owned media because nobody's going to tell our story like we are, and nobody's going to tell your story better than you because nobody can tell your story better than you. I am like 90 new subscribers from becoming a YouTube partner. That means once I hit 1,000 new subscribers, I will become a YouTube partner. This channel, my show, my media company, that means that YouTube will monetize. Yes, YouTube will monetize this channel. So I'll get that YouTube bag once again. It is so important that we support black-owned media because nobody's going to tell our story better than us. They're not even going to tell it. They don't even want our story told. But we got this because we are all we got. But guess what? We are all we need. And on top of it, we got everything we need. We ain't, look, you ain't effing with us. We ain't effing with you. We didn't want to be bothered in the first place. We didn't ask to come here, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because it is Friday, we're going to have some fun. And you know I have my guest co-host on Friday. But today, oh, it was a tag team, baby. It is twice as nice. I have two co-hosts. Now, my number one guest co-host sitting in for Miss Keela Carson, who is studying for her doctorate for her, PhD. So she's doing her thing in Florida now. And this sister has stepped up to the plate. And she is, every Friday when she can be here, it's been like not just a home run. She hit a grand slam, ninth inning, World Series, Game 7. We got the World Championship trophy doing her thing. As a matter of fact, speaking of a trophy, she's got the big pageant coming up. And our other guest co-host, this sister's been doing her thing. Straight fire. And three May Tauruses. Come on, y'all. Oh, stop. Y'all ain't ready. No, y'all ain't ready for this. But damn it, ready or not, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, upper left-hand corner, Miss Christy K. Love Baxter, cake to the love. And speaking of love, Miss Luvie Smith. What's up, beautifuls? How are my beautiful black queens doing?
Listen, you got the loves in the building today. We excited. We're excited.
Yeah. I am loving this. So thank you guys. Lovie, she's been doing media. I've been here 20 years, so she's been doing her thing in media since I've been here. As you will see, you can see, just she's radiating, her and K-Love, just that radiant, vibrant personality. So I've been trying to get her on the show, so I don't know if she decided to slum it. I think K-Love had to co-sign for me. So Lovey, I've been out here on these YouTube streets, and I've been keeping an eye on you. So I would think that she's here now. So that's all that matters.
I'm here.
Yeah, it took you a minute. I ain't mad at it. It took you a minute, but you here now.
It's all good because we be out here working. Okay, we be out here, getting a check.
Yeah.
So sometimes.
Yeah.
When
right.
the check comes.
I love the way she said K-Love because we out here trying to get this.
Yes.
So welcome, ladies. So listen, let me kick off the show. We talked about it off camera. If you are celebrating a birthday, oh, by the way, the show is interactive. So if you got a question or comment for me or my guest, and thank you all, they put this killer social media post like a promo letting folks know that they were going to be on the show. So I want to thank you, ladies, for that.
Christy.
Yes. So if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. If you are celebrating a birthday this week, so what? Because Caleb, what sign? Lovey, this is it?
I think it's the Virgos.
Virgos. Okay, that's what I thought it was Virgos.
Yeah, we got earth signs up here.
Libra and then Virgos. Because my oldest niece is a Virgo. Yes, she's September 17th. So yes, Virgo. So the goat of goats. 1 week ago today, celebrated her birthday, a happy heavenly birthday to Michael Jackson, because he would have been 67.
Wow.
He'd have been 60. I know, can you believe, man, Michael Jackson. Like back in the day, like little Michael Jackson would have been 67.
Right, little Michael.
So, there's going to be like this biopic coming out about Mike sometime next year. And one of his nephews is Jafar is going to play Michael, and they said, man, he is like just Michael reincarnated. But
they got to get it right this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mike is his uncle, so you kind of figure, and it's a whole bunch of them because they all got a bunch of babies. There's
a whole bunch.
I mean, now I don't know. Yeah, I think Jackie got kids. I know Tito, because his kids back in the '90s, they had a group called 3T. And those were Tito's sons.
They were fine.
Yep. And they were Tito's sons. And I know Jermaine has got one or two. Marlon's got a son.
Mm-hmm.
Randy, who got on some MAGA shit. So I don't know what's going on with his. So, but so Jafar, I think this is. I don't know if this is Jackie. It's not Jermaine's kids. But anyway, so I hear that this kid, this nephew, Jafar, is amazing. So happy birthday to Michael a week ago today. And speaking of this week, like yesterday, the Queen Bee, ladies and gentlemen, I know the Beehive has been buzzing. They're probably celebrating all week. She is, as a matter of fact, and she got some folks in their feelings. She set a record, the highest grossing country music tour ever. Not Garth Brooks, not Dolly Parton, not Reba McEntire, none of them, none. Keith Urban, Beyonce. The highest grossing country music tour ever. Happy birthday. The Queen Bee turned 44 yesterday. So are either one of you ladies part of the Beehive?
No.
look said it all. It was like a phone like.
You don't get me, because Beyonce do not get me. No, I'm definitely a Beyonce fan, but I wasn't all the way on board with all of the, the tours and the show. It was just, it's expensive. Like,
yes,
it was a little penny.
It ain't cheap. It wasn't cheap. And then because she went from the tour, was it what was the tour before Country Carter?
Right, because she had two, right? And it's like back to back. I'm like, wait, which one can I afford? Like, which one?
So, Caleb, was it the Lemonade tour?
I don't remember if it was the Lemonade one. I thought it was Renaissance. Or was that something?
Thank you. It was that album, Renaissance. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I knew you, right? Because that's when, like, all the women were wearing silver, like a giant aluminum foil box.
Yes. And how about, and I'm gonna make y'all laugh, how about in Goodwill today, all the silver is in there right now. So they took all of their clothes. It's in Goodwill right now. I almost bought one. I almost bought a pair of pants, and I was like, well, where am I wear this to? So, shout out to everybody who gives to the Goodwill.
Well, she go back out on tour and do this tour again. Now, so Kate, what was the thing? What was the whole thing about aluminum?
I don't know what
my oldest daughter went. Boogie, she went. I wish I could get her on the phone.
I don't know what that whole Reynolds Renaissance was, because Reynolds aluminum foil. I don't know what that was. I don't know.
The thing, but I don't know.
I'm surprised she didn't have Reynolds. Since you name checked him, I'm surprised she didn't, because she's an astute businesswoman. Now I ain't mad at her.
Look, because she got her brand, her line of jeans coming out with Levi, and I saw a and they are bedazzled. They are running $150 a pop.
What about the House of Darion though?
I have not heard anything about House of Darion in years.
Wait, what'd you say, Luvie?
What happened to that?
I don't know.
That's a good question. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know, but she's
wouldn't the House of Darion, that was like her and Tina's.
Her and her mama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tina, aka Celestine Ann. Okay, so here you go. So I asked these ladies, full disclosure, right before we started. Beyonce. Do you ladies know the source of the name Beyonce? Mm-hmm. So do you know Tina's maiden surname? Beyonce's mother's surname before she became a Knowles.
Mm-mm.
This is true, believe it or not. So her government name that's on her birth certificate at birth is Celestine, and I guess they call her Tina for short. Celestine and Beyonce.
Really? Oh wow.
Yep.
Didn't
Beyonce is her mother's maiden surname.
Interesting.
Wow.
No, I did not know that.
Okay, come on. Drop the gem.
Let me say, come on. Hey, listen. Who am I to argue? Listen,
right.
You know, y'all mom, look, her mama carried that girl for 9 months, so you can name her whatever the hell she want to name her. Who am I to argue? You get no argument out of me. You call her whatever you want to call her. What James Brown said, you pay the cost to be the boss. She paid the cost to be the boss.
Yes, I mean, Girly is fierce. I love seeing her do her thing. For me, the highlight was seeing the picture of the Destiny's Child reunion with her, Michelle.
I'll be there for that. Now,
that was like,
we'll be there for that.
So you'll be there for that one?
Yes.
You've been waiting for that for about 25 years now. Almost 30 years. Right.
Oh my gosh, don't do that.
Hit 95, 96.
Did you say 35? Yeah, I don't know, but no 35.
I said about 30. I said first 25 to 30 years. They hit it right around 95.
Don't age us too bad.
Right.
Because I remember, so they had like Destiny's Child dolls. My oldest daughter, I remember I got Boogie the set. Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. As a matter of fact, and so Boogie passed them down to Allie. Now Allie they're put up somewhere. I don't know where they kind of outgrew them, but that's money. I said, listen, and they're still. Here's the thing: they didn't play with them. They're still in the box that they came in.
Wow!
So that's why I said that's a check. They can get some money for that. Yeah.
Please go find that and put that up. Somebody wants that.
Well, I mean, it's put up somewhere between her and Damaris. They got it put up somewhere. So
now, speaking of dolls, the doll that I want is the Aaliyah doll, because Aaliyah, baby girl, we lost her.
That's right.
Back around August 21st. So that was back a few weeks ago. They released an Aaliyah doll. Now that one I want.
So is it out now?
It is.
Okay, I remember doing that story. Okay, it is out now. So
it is.
You just order it online. So who is doing the distribution on it?
I want to say Mattel, but I'm really not sure. I'm not sure who the distributor is.
You're right. I think it was Mattel. Who else is making dolls? I mean, American. Was it American Doll? Did you all ever have one of those?
No. There wasn't there wasn't ethnic enough for me. I didn't want.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I wanted one. I had the books.
Oh, you did?
I did have a book.
Okay. All right. I was just about to say. So, what was your favorite doll when you guys were little girls?
It was the black
one. One doll you remember that was like your favorite?
Oh.
It was the black one. They had a black one, and I remember she had a pouch. You know what? Actually, I think I did have that doll.
There was an American black doll. There was a couple, because I know I paid for it. I paid for them.
Think about
So
that.
I know it was a couple. And they weren't cheap now. Those dolls were not cheap.
No, it came with it came with a lunch, and it had a sandwich in it,
there
and
were
all
books.
types of
There were a set of books that went with
and a books to
it
go
told
with
the
it.
story of them. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, a lunch.
I didn't know about the lunch now.
A lunch?
I paid for the books and the dolls.
It was a
That I do know.
controversy about it, though. It was a controversy about it because, like, the other dolls, like, it had a redhead one, and she like read, and she had books, and then there was like another one, and she was like a blonde, but she wanted to be a doctor, and they came with like doctor stuff and everything like that. But the black one came with like a lunch.
Oh my!
Wait, stop, Luvie. Say that because you started laughing. Wait, the black one what came worse, and fried chicken and watermelon or what? What is?
No.
Like a watercress sandwich. I remember playing with the sandwich and maybe like a fruit. It came in like a knapsack, almost looking like a slave. Now that I think about it, oh my God! You asked my mama about that.
You mean to tell me that the black doll had to be the Eat Better Today, the EBT Ebony? That's what we had. Are you serious right now?
Why do I remember that? You just really gave me like a flashback of like 1986 or something, like being like somewhere.
That was my intention.
Stop it, I said.
Oh, that's funny. That was my intention.
Oh, wow. My favorite doll was a Cabbage Patch. I had a Cabbage Patch doll. Okay, I lied.
My Cabbage Patch, yeah.
I had a knockoff Cabbage Patch. I don't know if that one was, I don't know what it was, but it was a knockoff. But her name was Fudgy. Right. Her name was Fudgy because she looked like chocolate fudge. She had the little yarn hair, and I loved her. I loved it.
Brussels sprout doll. We had the Cabbage Patch. You had Brussels sprouts.
There you go. Brussels sprouts. There you go.
I think it's safe to assume that you all probably had some Barbies over the course of growing up.
Definitely. I had a Kenya doll.
Because I like I said, I should have got stock of Mattel. Just get some of my money back. Because I think all the giant house, I bought the giant doll house. I bought the convertible Porsche.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Trust me, I'd have paid for it, had help put it up. I would, but those are great memories. They really are.
Definitely.
But
definitely.
Oh yeah. Did you all have like the Barbie? She had like the big giant house, the car, and all that stuff.
Like the partial house, and then used to go to my little white friend's house, and she had everything. We had the doll, the kitchen. It came with a car. It was a house that had like an elevator in it.
Yep.
It was like a jacuzzi. It was all types of stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they had a bike.
Elevator.
Yeah.
An elevator. It had a bike.
I paid for it. I'm telling you, Kayla, trust me. I actually, I don't know. I think when we moved to where I'm at now, where my home studio is, I think is when we finally. Because once again, the big sister passed it down to the baby sister. And then the baby sister just, it just got kind of stored, where you just it was in the garage somewhere, and it was sentimental, and the mayors weren't going to let me throw it out. So, but yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, no, Luvie's right. It had all that. It was like this big, I'm telling you, it was like huge.
It was huge.
It was.
Wow. Yeah, I just learned something new. I
knew the convertible Porsche was kind of like a big, like you could probably put like a little preemie baby. You could actually put the preemie in the car.
My goodness.
And it was pink. It was like
It was pink.
Yeah, it was pink.
Pink Corvette.
So you see, Luvie, no, I ain't lying. Trust me.
I can't. Too much.
I love it.
All right, Luvie. So let's look. You got a lot going on. So you have a channel on YouTube. So why don't you share with the viewers? Tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel and just your shows and what you're doing, because you're on multiple platforms. So this is the Luvie section of the show. So go ahead and
go Luvie. Go Luvie.
So Joker Christie. Yes, so I am definitely all things media. Radio is in the blood. My mom, is Patrice Smith. For those of y'all who know her from back in the day, radio and news anchor, and all of those things. And my goal was just to be like her, And so I'm checking off the boxes of the things that she's done and going down the list. I'm still got some things that I need to do, but right now I am the director of programming for Ohm Radio. Ohm Radio is WOHM 96.3 FM. It's Charleston's own commercial-free radio station. We're located downtown off of Meeting Street in the Refinery. And so I handle all things, programming, put your music on and get your shows. So I'm looking for programming actually right now for those who are interested in doing a podcast and doing different things. Shout out to K-Love, because I'm trying to drag her to do some extra things and see if she'll come over there with me and do some things with me as well, to get her on the mic. And that's the job, that's the day job, right? That's part of the day job. And then which comes with that is I am a spiritual life coach. So in the day also I coach folks, to help them find their purpose in life. And that is what my platform is all about. It's about finding your gifts and talents that God gave you so that you can run into your purpose. And so my YouTube is really, it's there because I was like, somebody said you need to do it. And I was like, okay, let's just put everything that I'm doing on the radio and put it on the YouTube. So Smart. That's a feat in itself. If anybody knows anything about YouTube, it's different than radio, right? Because it's like now you have to sit up there and edit video and do all these things. So I'm slowly getting all of the shows, that I've done on Ohm Radio. The show is called #They Call Me Love, LUV. Everything is LUV. And trying to get everything up there on YouTube. So I would love for you guys to come over and let's do some, some.
Well, invite us, but promo. Listen, do it live. You should do I'm surprised you don't do a live show at all.
I do not do a live show. I mean, I feel like that is just so much. Like that
it's
is
not.
so.
Listen. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not lie to you, my sister. So in three weeks, roughly, October 1st will be the 5th year of me doing this show live, 5 days a week, 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday.
Because you dedicated and there's no way in the world. There's no way in the world.
But so let me just say this though, honestly, Luvie, and K-Love may even co-sign. In a way, it's easier because if you recording and you got to do all the editing. See, but I've done live TV before. It's no different than doing radio. You just got a camera in front of you.
Yeah.
You've done live radio. It's really, trust me, it's really not. You just have to do it, and the beautiful because you do live radio, you understand. It's one thing about doing something live. Is for me. It's a certain, it's a magic. There's an energy. When I know I'm live, it's just like a switch. Now, when I record, I had to learn how to manufacture that adrenaline and that switch. But when I'm live, it is something about, it's just, it's like, I'm looking at the camera when I know that I see the live button on YouTube. It's like I hit a switch. And it's really easier to do. I'm surprised because you would be just being yourself. It is so natural. So now we gotta. So all right. So I tell you what. Why don't you do a live show and invite me and K-Love
on? Okay.
The way she's shaking her head.
She got that look, but you can wait. See, but hey, wait, Chris, K-Love. See, that's that May Taurus. I know that look. You can see her wheels. Her brain is like, She's thinking
that's what's tickling.
She's like, her brain is like, she ain't gonna commit, but I can see her thinking.
Like, no, because you're right. Live is different.
I can do
that. Yeah.
So what's the name of your channel, Luvie?
It's #They Call Me Love, LUV. Y'all can
on YouTube, right here on YouTube.
Right here on YouTube. Yeah, please like,
and
share,
love
subscribe.
Was it LUV?
LUV, okay. Yes. Everything and all of my brand is love, LUV. They call me love.com as well. You can, book some spiritual life coaching if y'all need some help with some dreams. Just always want to make sure that y'all are writing down your dreams. Dreams are very, very important, and it is the gateway to some of the things that you have been asking for and praying for. Okay, so make sure that y'all are, tapping into those things. We ignore our dreams a lot of the times and think it's just like, oh, I'm running after a monster or something. But sometimes, there's actually purpose within those dreams. So just a reminder to write those things down. So that's coming
All
up
right.
soon.
Well, wait. I'm glad you went there. Now I want you to come back because I'm gonna give you a whole episode where you talk about dreams, but kind of give us an idea because you said that dreams. I don't want to paraphrase because a lot of times people think that dreams are literal.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're saying that they're not. They may be more. Would they be more? Would it
they're
be more
prophetic.
symbolic or a metaphor? What's the best way to
They're
explain
prophetic.
it simply in layman's terms?
You can literally I have literal dreams where what happens is what comes. There also are symbolic dreams because that's the way God speaks to us. He's, in the word, he speaks in parables and all of these things, right? So that's the same way that he speaks to us in our dreams. So you have to make sure you understand how he speaks to you. Right. So the symbol may be one thing to me, but it will be a different symbol to you. So there are warfare dreams or warning dreams. And, you get that dream that won't go away, or, if you remember your dream, there's a message in that, right? So make sure you write it down. And as you continue to write these things down, and I actually have a journal coming out. It'll be out. I'm not even going to time myself, but I have a dream journal coming out soon that's going to help you, to be able to get consistent in writing down your dreams so you can figure out how does God really speak to me, right? Because a lot of y'all are prophetic dreamers and you just act like ain't nothing really going on. No, you are deep into the prophetic. You have a gift, right? Going back to my brand about loving those gifts, right? That God gives you so that you can find that purpose in life. So yes, dreams can be literal and they can also be symbolic, warfare, warning dreams. It's all type of stuff that I'll be putting in there. So definitely something very interesting that we could talk about forever.
So when you mentioned or used the term prophetic dreams and you said people ignore them, I think in some cases, and obviously you know this because this is so this is a profession for you. So did you go to school? Is it how did you pursue this career and this path?
Yeah, so I've been a dreamer. Probably the earliest dream I can remember is 5. And I remember that at the time my mother she was sick at the time. And I think she had to have like something done with her tonsils or something. And I had a dream. I kept having this recurring dream of kind of like a nightmare in a way. But what it was warning me that something was coming, right? Like warning me that something that truthfully I'm supposed to pray. Like when you get warfare dreams, you're supposed to start praying against stuff, pray for whoever is in the dream, and things like that. So I've been a dreamer since I was 5, but it took me until my 20s to find a tribe or truthfully an apostle or someone who had the same gift as me, to help me understand like what it was and what was happening. Because for a long time, I just assumed everybody dreamed and could see, right? But that's not the case, right? So I did end up finding and it literally was a school of prophets. It's called WLMI Without Limits Ministries. He's an apostle. He is a dreamer as well. And I just kind of sat up under him for a couple of years and went through some things to try to really understand how God speaks to me. And I always tell people, when you have a gift, you need to be around those people that have the same gift. I'm a dreamer, so I need to be around dreamers. If you want to be a radio person, you need to be around radio personalities, right? So it's like really aligning yourself with the right people and really helped me to cultivate the gift. And it's sometimes scary,
Yeah,
because
that's where I was going. Yeah, I've heard
Me too.
I've heard
Me
people
too.
say that can be, this dream was scary. I don't want to have that dream again. So speak to that. How would you encourage people to deal with that fear?
Yeah, first thing you have to defeat the spirit of fear. Fear is a spirit. That is something that the enemy sends to you for you to be able to run away from the gift, right? So anything that brings you fear, you need to pay attention to it because there's usually a warning there. And it's not to bring you fear, it's to bring attention. Right. So as long as you can understand that God is just trying to bring attention to something that's coming ahead and not to fear, to scare you, then, you'll be able to walk boldly in the gift. Like, I mean, Christy is as a seer as well. She can see, but she be acting jokey sometimes, and
Who is
we be
that?
having.
Oh, you talking about K Love? Oh,
We're not talking about me, Lovey. We're talking about you.
so
We have had many sessions together. Me and Chrissy K-Love has sat with me and had many sessions, and she's a seer as well. And one thing that sometimes she, not saying that she doubts it, I think that she just is nervous to walk all the way in it, maybe
yeah,
to run into it, to just run all hands down, just bum, 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 I'm just gonna do it. And I feel like every seer, every person who has a dream, every person that is a prophetic person, they can call me psychic or whatever it is. And I don't like the word psychic sometimes, because psychic is everything that I do is come from God, right? Psychics sometimes they talk to all types of spirits and everything like that. I talk to the Holy Spirit, okay? And that's the only person I talk to. But I always tell people, like, Christy God has a gift. So if you ever are talking to her, she be seeing stuff and stuff like that. So just push her to
no,
speak.
she picks because we have a similar kind of energy. I don't know how much of that is a Taurus thing.
I
Uh,
think it is.
you do, yeah. I wouldn't
I
be
think
surprised
it is.
because it's listen to you talk. It's like like for me, and I've been saying this forever on this show, is that we all have your spirit is energy.
Absolutely.
A lot of times people, spirit, they kind of go to the Hollywood stereotype, like, oh, this is like,
Mhm.
is it going to be this ghost,
Right.
something, a form that look like somebody got a white sheet over their head with the eyes cut out. It's like we've been looking at too much TV,
Yeah.
especially the people who put these images out that have their own
Mhm.
agenda and narrative. But it's just your spirit is energy. We all have energy that we release. The best
Yeah.
example that I give, Lovey, K Love knows. I said some people can walk in a room and it's like the sun comes out. It's like somebody opened the blinds and let the sunlight in. It's like the
Mhm.
room gets lighter. You feel calm. You feel joy. It's just a good vibe. You get good feeling, and you feel warm. And then some people walk in the room, and it is like a solar eclipse. The room
Yeah.
gets dark. You can feel the anxiety, like you stuck your finger in out a wall socket. It just
Yeah.
that energy is just
And we're
no,
gonna
get
need to
away
pay
from your
attention to that.
ass. So
Right. That's the what people ignore. We ignore the fact that we get that weird feeling, or you be like, man, something about that person just ain't right. And we just say that and just keep
Absolutely.
on moving instead of really being like, you know what? Maybe I do need to remove myself, from this situation or from this area. Because that again is the warning. You just proved that everybody has that intuition. Everybody has that, and we see it and acknowledge it. But what we do about it, is the thing about it. So yeah,
Well,
man,
I
like
love it.
mind
All right,
circles
so
in
you
this
got to
season.
look, Lovey. You got to come back. I'm telling you, and look. I'm gonna hound you. I'm gonna stay because I would love for you. I want you to come back because I think it's a great conversation to have because
Definitely.
everybody may not be a seer, like you are, but
Mm-hmm.
if people trust, if you just that energy. For me, I call it like a spider sense. Like
Yes.
I literally, it's like, and
Mhm.
I can feel it. Like I said, it's like because if it's like a negative energy, it's like anxiety, or you can feel like
Yeah.
you plugged your
Mhm.
finger in the outlet. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
this is,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mhm.
and vice versa. When it's somebody that's just got that warm, genuine spirit of humanity and the spirit
Yeah.
of empathy and compassion and humanity, it's a warm feeling. You feel like you've known them. It's just a whole different energy.
Mm-hmm. It could be a Taurus thing for sure. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people who are intuitive who aren't Tauruses, but I feel like maybe the groundingness or that earthness,
The
how we're
earth.
That's a
grounded,
good point.
maybe
That,
that has a part of it to do with it because it's like we can feel, right? We feel
yes.
everything, usually we can feel when the energy is up or down or the shift in the atmosphere. That all has to do with the earth, right? Our earth signs. So I think we do all have that kind of in common.
Come on,
Yes,
Luvie. We're gonna get you, but we're gonna have this. We're gonna go take a deep dive. You're gonna have the
We
whole
need
show. It
to.
just be me.
Christy,
You'll be my only guest that day because I love for you to do it.
Christy need to be there because Christy is
Chrissy, she trying to
Christy,
recruit you. I'm not in that. Whatever this
Okay.
energy between you all, and I can tell there's some history there.
Okay.
So I'm out of that. So y'all.
Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. She is telling no lies. She is telling no
Oh, I
lies.
knew she wasn't lying. I knew
She
it
is
wouldn't.
absolutely correct. I know that that I do possess certain gifts, but she said something that struck a nerve with me and basically talking about the spirit of fear. And I do wrestle with that because it frightens me a little bit because sometimes when I see things, I'm like, where is that even coming from?
Yeah.
But when I started to tap into it a little bit more, which by the way, going to her event a couple of weeks ago really helped me to do that. She needs to talk about that just a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm glad you brought that up because it was
Let me
really.
stop right there. Lovey, talk about your event real quick,
Please.
please. Please.
yes. So well, I told this story there. About a year or two ago, I had a dream about a wellness panel, and I saw 4 or 5 women sitting on a panel. I was sitting there, I was hosting it, but I couldn't see the women's faces. And it was a lot of people in the room. And at the time, I wasn't speaking on platforms about my gift all the way. Like, I mean, I was speaking, I was doing radio and I was doing all these things, maybe here and there. I'm positive. I'm just that positive kind of speaker, right? So I was doing that,
Absolutely.
but I was not, really speaking about, having the gift and doing all of these things. And fast forward, in this year, I just asked God, I said, I pray for destiny helpers in this season. I said, I need to be around a different sort of group. And, no disrespect to the people who I've been friends with or anything like that, but I really need to hone in on, again, going back to if I want to be a speaker, I need to be in rooms, with people who are speakers, right? So shout out to Dr. Kate of Ivy Energetic Studios in Mount Pleasant. She is actually a chiropractor, but she focuses on healing energy, healing during the chiropractor. So it goes deeper than just, I'm going to align you, and she was one of the panelists along with Angel P. Holmes. She's the founder of Charleston Wine and Food. Also, she's the editor of the Charleston Women's Magazine. So she's like the guru of all things. She was also on the panel along with Jessica Ruger. She's a life coach, and then myself. And we put it all together literally within a month. We talked about it and we said, you know what, we need to do this. And I was like, what do you mean we can really do this? And that girl said, yes, you can have it at my Ivy Energetic Studios. I said, excuse me? I said, and this how the Lord works, right? Because it's like when you are walking in your calling, he will provide every single thing that you need. I needed a space. Ivy Energetic Studios, and Christy can attest to this. This is a beautiful, then calm space, that is there for us to be able to talk about running in your purpose, running out of fear, doing things that we need to in this season to get us out of the stagnation, right? So that's really what the panel was. And we had some vendors, small vendors. Christy was there, and she actually led with some really powerful questions that kind of shifted the room about how do you, step out on into that new purpose and things like that. So we'll be probably doing that one more time this year and probably possibly every quarter. Yeah, so we will, get that out there. But it's called the Year of the Nine. This is what it's about. The Year of the Nine is about transformation and change, and it's about really getting into what we are supposed to do, right? A lot of people this year have been going through a lot of transformations. You're going to find that people are getting divorces or starting new jobs. They're going to college or they're quitting. They're quitting college. It's like big, something major, right? Because it's preparing us for next year, which is the 10. So we have to get ready and do the things that we need to create love, okay? Because sorry for calling you out all on the Zoom, my bad. But she has a gift on her, right? So is you, Geno. And I'm not about to start prophesying, but I'm gonna go ahead and start prophesying because I'm right here in that vein. So right here for Christy Love.
Oh no, listen. Look, you see the name right here? This is my show on my channel. So look, I'm gonna let you cook, as they say. Let them cook, let her cook. I'm letting you cook. Look, I'm not gonna pull you out the kitchen. You're gonna have to leave the kitchen. You see, I didn't say anything. I'm letting you cook most of it.
Yeah, I'm in there. That's for K Love for sure. This is your Destiny Helper season. You have already received the Destiny Helpers, but now it's time for you to make the move. And so it's like it's time for you to open the door in your heart for you to allow these people in. It's time for you to make sure that you are making yourself available for these Destiny Helpers. They're here for you, but you have to be available, right? And if you're not available, we can't help you, right? So that's telling you to push, right? When you feel like you don't want to, you need to push. When you feel like I don't want to go to the event, you still need to be there because this is the season for you to level up, right? So this is the time. And Geno, something about January is very, very significant for you. January is going to be a startup for you that's going to catapult you. I think it's for this platform. You're going to place this platform somewhere else. Like it's not just going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on 2 or 3 other places. You need to start looking at Patreon and these other things. It's a couple of other places that you should be that can take this place to another level. There's other guests that are coming for you. There's a stage that's coming for you as well, which we already know that you host things and everything like that, but it's specific to you. It's not about, that other umbrella that you're under, when you're on the radio. This is under the Geno Jones umbrella that you are elevating your own self. Say yes to the Destiny Helpers as well, because somebody else is coming to help you. And you may look at them with the side eye at first and be like, no, I don't need you. But in this season, you are going to need them because they have something that you don't, right? And they're going to be able to push you to somewhere else. So I think this all is for us, and I receive it as well, to receive the Destiny Helpers in this season. But
Listen, I want to thank you. I receive you, but let me just say this. And it's not just, and K-Love knows I've been saying this really almost nightly since November 6th, because the time that we are living in right now, especially in this country, it is clear that America has said to black folks, we really didn't like y'all to begin with, and we didn't want to be bothered with y'all. So now we feel that there's a climate to where we don't have to be bothered with you all, anti-DEI and everything. We don't want your history taught. We don't want to be bothered with you,
right?
Which is cool, because I say, listen. So it's clear that we are all we got. But here's the thing, and those that don't like us and who are jealous and envy of us and who want to destroy us and want our demise, because they are afraid, because they realize that not only is it we're all we got everything we need. Yeah. So we are all we got, we are all we need, and we got everything we need. So I say that to say, when you come together, I use this analogy. I love this scene, one of the great scenes to me and for me in any movie. Big Mama in the original movie Soul Food, and she was giving that lecture, and she's like, when you got your hands, she's talking about, you got your fingers out there, you don't have any. She said, but man, when you bring those fingers together and form a fist, you got power.
Okay. Yes.
So I say that to say that I have all the celebrity guests and the humor and the funny and all that, even, with my monologues, which are, it's just really speaking from the heart. It's just the humanity and the compassion and the empathy that I have, and pushing back against the forces of inhumanity. Because right now it's a choice between humanity and inhumanity. Either you have compassion for people, humans, regardless, because all this race is just a con. That shit is made up. It is nothing in the human genome that will say that you are white or it's made up. And it was made up for a small handful of people to have economic, political, and social control and power and make money. Hate and fear, bigotry, misogyny, sexism for centuries has been big business. And it's been big business, but it's been big business for just a small handful of people. So my thing is that, listen, now we kind of, the way things are working out, we collectively, not just as black folks here in America, but I'm talking about all over, the whole, as they say, the diaspora, brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and Brazil and Colombia, over back on the motherland, on the continent, in Europe, Asia, all over. If we realize the power that we have and come together, just we could just use South Carolina as an example here in Charleston. This state is 30%, a third of the state consists of black people. If we ever be like, okay, you know what? We good. We gonna, and more of us are doing it. The fact that the three of us are here now, it's happening. Like you said, Luvie, it's just, people who believe in community, want to grow community and build community. We have to seek each other out like we sought each other out. But that's what people are afraid of. They're like, oh my, if they ever come together and realize it's a wrap. But the funny part is you've got people outside of our community are afraid that we want revenge. We're not, black people are not vengeful. We're not vengeful at all. As a matter of fact, we are too forgiving in most cases. We just want to be left alone, because if we were vengeful, there would be no America. If we were really vengeful people, we don't. I don't want revenge. Your ancestors did some really messed up stuff. They probably burning in hell for that. I'm not gonna punish you for that. But don't bring that energy. don't do it now. What we not gonna do? We're not gonna repeat that. So I don't want revenge. I don't want to bother you. Live your life. Leave me alone. We gonna live our life. We gonna do our thing and be happy and lean into joy and humanity and compassion and empathy. And if you want, if that's who you are. If you are about humanity, leaning into your humanity and having empathy and compassion and decency for humans, we good. But if you own some other shit, it's going over there. And we gonna know it, because that spider sense is gonna go off and you're gonna be like, what Luvie say? I said, something ain't right with it.
Yeah. True story.
So we're gonna lean into that, and so I want you to come back, because I really want you to talk more about that, because I'm sure a lot of people are watching. Because K-Love, I think Luvie made a good point, and you can close it out. And now I want you, Luvie, to tell everybody where they can follow you, all your social media platforms, and toss it to your girl K-Love, because she's got the big pageant. We get her weekly pageant update.
Oh, I want to hear about this, the pageant. Yes, because I've been curious about the pageant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've been seeing all the posts and all the dresses and all the ladies looking really good. And I'm just, excited about fashion. So I love a good fashion. Yeah.
Me too. But listen, Luvie, I want to thank you, because K-Love would tell you, I've been trying to, she mentioned your name. I said, I've been trying to reach out to contact this sister. I would love to get her on. So thank you for coming on. So you will not be, if you are a stranger, it'll be because you want to be, because consider this like an alternate home. So you can come on and we can go ahead and just kick it and vibe like we did. But I really appreciate you were just talking about people leaning into, it's not so much a seer, but we all have, you call it intuition. Some people call it, I've heard all kind of names: intuition, sixth sense, for me, spider sense, motherwit. But like I said, we all have this. We all have some kind of a spirit, good, bad. There's energy. We all, even when we don't know it, what's inside is gonna come out. And just some people pick up on that spirit. It's stronger. I guess you talked about radio. I guess it's like an antenna. Some radio stations, they have like a lot of power, like 100,000 watts. Some may have 5,000 watts.
Yeah.
So we just got, we just, a lot of us, we just got that, we can just pick up that energy, and it's like strong and loud, and you can feel it. But everybody has that, Luvie, and I really appreciate it. And I hope people listening to what you had to say lean into that, because God gave all of us that to protect ourselves, to be the best versions of ourselves. But I brought it up earlier. But sometimes I can imagine, and to your credit, Luvie, you admitted that can be scary. Because K-Love and I are, full disclosure, we've talked about that. When you can feel or see something, it can be scary because it may be something that you really don't want to see. It could be something, maybe not just involving yourself. It could be somebody that you love. So that's hard to kind of reconcile that.
It is. It's a lot, and I definitely y'all tune in, hashtag they call me LUV here on YouTube, at Miss Luvie Smith on Facebook and all over the place. We do have a dream interpretation series that I'm starting up, talking a little bit more about this. We're on season 3 right now, so you can go all the way back to season 1, and we have kind of tapped into, some of the things that we're talking about here. But much love to you guys. I really appreciate, y'all guys inviting me, and I am going to sneak out. I'm actually at the Ansonboro Inn downtown. That's over here near Harris Teeter, off of East Bay. And Zandrina Dunning, shout out to her. She was at the rooftop doing her singing thing. So I came down here, and they have like this secret little room that they let me sit in. So before the guys come in here, it's actually a poker room. So they're going to come in here and play poker. So I'm going to get out the way. So I'm going to sneak off. But y'all, please, I'll be back. Geno, I will be in touch. K-Love, you already know what it is. Much love to you. I appreciate your life and all of the things that you have going on. I'm excited for the blessings that are coming for you and Geno. Please receive them and walk and run in them.
Thank you.
And you guys follow me. And Christy, call me when you get done, and I'm gonna go and get out of these people places.
So they got the poker game out of or the beer whisk game.
Listen, when I tell you it's a whole thing in here, y'all. Like, look, they really do. It's like a whole thing. Here's the poker thing. There's like the table, and like everything is in here. It's really nice, and it's like a hidden secret door. It's a trap door, so it's like I have to almost probably knock on that in a second to be like,
I love
somebody
it.
let me
so
out.
They got the trap door. The police come, then they can go ahead and hide.
We would hide because it's a bookshelf on the other side. They don't even know it. It doesn't even look like a door.
Wow.
I'm in here, but love to you guys.
Thank you,
Luvie. Thank you, Luvie.
So you'll be back soon. I'm a contact because I want you to come back. I want to do a whole show, and you can just talk about, like you said, dream interpretation and everything, and just tapping into that gift that God has given us all. So thank you, my sister.
Thank you.
Sending all the love, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right, K-Love, before we let you get out of here, give us an update on this pageant.
All right. So I am contestant number 5 in the 2025 Miss Plus Size Charleston pageant. It is going down Saturday, September 27th. What are we, about 3 weeks away? Super, super excited. Me and 5 other females, 5 other flufferized females. A big back to this. Come on here. Big back to beauties. Come on. Beauties with the booties. Come on here, somebody. We get ready to hit that stage for you. The venue has changed. It is going to be at West Ashley High School. Saturday, September 27th, 4 p.m. That's when it's going to go down.
Okay.
We are so excited. So excited. So excited. Yes.
All right. So how's the voting come along? Give us an update.
Well, I came in 3rd place. I'm on the online voting for People's Choice Awards. Thank you to everybody that did vote for me. I appreciate that.
Also, voting is over?
Yeah, for the online voting for the People's Choice Award, that's already done.
Okay.
I got 3rd place on that.
All right.
But there's going to be another opportunity at the actual pageant to vote for your favorite contestant. They'll have jars with each contestant's picture on it. So bring them singles. Don't go to the.
Come on now. There you go.
Bring the dollars. Bring your dollars.
Well, I was gonna say, forget the singles. Just bring some paper money, or a certified check, a cashier's check.
I will say Monopoly money, but we can't do anything with that.
No. So I mean, the single. Listen, if you can only do the singles, look. I'm not in your pocket. I'm not telling you how to spend, but I'm not telling you how to spend your money. But
right.
I'm saying, the Franklins, the Hamiltons and the Franklins.
Yeah, sure.
The singles. That's nice and all, but get some Franklins, get some at least some Hamiltons in there and some Franklins in that joint.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel
We sure would. Yeah, we're really excited. Shout out to my other contestants, Shauna, Asia, Wendy, LaAsia, Mo. Shout out to them. These are some great ladies. We have a lot of fun together, and we're looking forward to putting on a great show for everybody. Saturday, September 27th, 4 p.m. West Ashley High School Auditorium.
here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. So, all right. And
Yeah.
Kayla, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media. Because also
Yeah.
she's got a presence. She's got these very inspirational, uplifting, like video clips that she releases on almost like on a regular basis. So don't forget about all that now. Come on.
I try to. I really
come
try
on,
to.
girl. You Friday. This is our show. This is our thing. So don't act brand new now. Let everybody know. Come on now.
Yeah. I do. I try to. I'm really trying to encourage people as I encourage myself. Just walking through life. It's not easy out here. So you can find me on Instagram, Miss Christy with a K. So Miss Christy Love 511 on IG and Christy K Love Baxter on Facebook.
And it's
I would
IE,
love to
right? Let them know because some people
Yes.
spell it with a Y, right?
Thank you. You're right. That is KARA ISTIE. Yes, I did say aura because
Yeah,
black people
right, not
we don't say
aura.
aura. It's aura. Aura. Yes. I would love to connect with y'all. And I appreciate the love. I really do. When I'm out and about, whether I'm, with radio, working a community event, even when I'm just out by myself, y'all show me so much love and I appreciate that. It feels good to get back some of that love that I put out. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all for rocking with us, sister. I appreciate y'all.
And thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with me, my sister. You made
Absolutely.
Fridays a fun. You stepped in for my girl Keela Carson, who was my co-host on my radio show when I did a morning show in Detroit. And she, when she went back to school, went to finish to get her PhD, her doctorate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and shout out to Savannah J, who we got to get on here because she thinks she gonna run. I'm chasing her ass down too. So we got Luvie on. So now we gotta get Savannah on. My radio sister, she comes on. She does the local part. We have a syndicated show, and she does the local part of the syndicated show here.
Yeah.
So that's my sister by another mother, and I love it. So we're gonna get her on. But she caught herself just trying to shut me up. And was like, well, you should let Christy do it. So I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. But you ain't off the hook just because you said let Christy do it. You can come on with me and Christy. So So you have been a home run. So, and I appreciate you. So go enjoy your weekend. Shout out to Luvie Smith. That was man. Thank you for plugging her in. That was really really good. So
that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have her come back. I want to just do a whole episode.
I didn't expect you to put me on Front Street like that. She got me. She did. But she was not telling no lies, and she knows she wasn't telling no lies. That's why she told me to call her when we get off of here. She just gonna finish doing the damage off camera, man. She about to get me. Man.
Well, tell her I said thank you. And make sure you give her my cell number too. And I'm definitely looking forward to
I did. I gave it to her already.
Oh, good.
I sure did.
Let her know I'm looking forward to having her back on the show. And you all make this episode go viral between you and her. I'll have 100 new subscribers probably by in 24 hours. By tomorrow night, I'll probably have those 100 new subscribers. So thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. Love you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you. See you next week.
I should be good next week. Be good next week. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll verify and make sure to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Christy K Love Baxter. K Love in the house.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Love you back. Thank you.
Bye.
Cool, y'all. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Everybody, let me just do something real quick here. Once again, thanks to K Love and to Luvie Smith. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. The Geno Jones Show brought to you by CojoLLC.com. Courtney Johnson, if you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the Carolinas, call Courtney at 843-543-4600. 4022 843 543 4022 843 area code 543 4022, or just go to Kojo, COJOLLC.com. Kojo LLC. As a matter of fact, she'll be back next Thursday for Courtney's Corner. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kel B Cutting Up. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her and her Lexi Jones collection out on Instagram on IGLX.NCL_LX.N. At N, not M, NCL_. Have a great weekend, everybody. Once again, I want to thank everybody for all of my subscribers. Call to action once again. Only need actually 90 new subscribers. So I'm calling for like 190. But 90 new subscribers will make the Geno Jones Show a partner right here, a YouTube partner, which means that YouTube will monetize this channel and my media company. Thank you for your support. If you would like to be a sponsor, like KojoLLC.com, I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family as a sponsor or advertise. Please reach out to me. Use my email address. It's a Gmail, GenoJonesShow@gmail. No, the Geno Jones Show@gmail. If you would like to support the show financially, if you'd like to offer a financial gift, your financial support greatly appreciated. You hit that Powerball. You want to show a brother some love. You want to go ahead and, hey, I mean, I hit that what is it? Is it almost 1.8 billion dollars now? So you can Zelle your financial gift, or you can Cash App. You can Zelle your financial support. Use my email address. Once again, use my email address. Once again, GenoJonesShow@gmail. That's GenoJonesShow@gmail. That's how you spell it. Or you can Cash App. $Dad G Jones. $, capital D, lowercase a, lowercase d. Capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S. $Dad G Jones. Have a great weekend, everybody. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Till then, go back and watch any part of this episode, or you can binge watch any or all of my episodes right here on my YouTube channel. So go back and check out what you missed.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.